We spend tens of thousands of dollars on security for our staff, but you can never totally protect someone who's going out into the streets. Case in point, this weekend, when our Quebec team, Alexa Lavoie and Guillaume Roy, were in the field covering a protest. Even though they thought they would be okay, we had 3 security guards with them. But you can never be 100% safe, especially if someone sneaks up on you. Here, take a look. Utterly outrageous. Guillaume had to go to the hospital for stitches, but even when Alexa was moving away from the mob, some man with a baby in a stroller tried to assault her. Take a look at this craziness. Unbelievable, and there's no other journalistic company in the country that this happens to. Joining us now from Montreal is our very brave Quebec team. Guillaume Roy, the videographer, and Alexa Lavoie, our on-air talent. Guys, first of all, merci, and thank you so much for putting up with this. You shouldn't have to put up with it, but I spoke to both of you when this happened, and you both said the same thing, that you will not let these attacks stop you from doing your work. So on behalf of our viewers, thank you.
Hi, Ezra.
Hi, Ezra. And it's our pleasure to tell the other side of the story, whatever the costs, the physical costs that we are having.
Well, I'm very sorry this happened. Guillaume, show me your elbow. Is it still covered with a bandage?
No.
Okay, so how many stitches? 4 stitches in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very sorry that happened to you, and it was quite a serious injury at the time. It was bleeding profusely. You had to go to the hospital. Tell me about the march you were covering, because we knew that you needed security, but we didn't think it would get out of hand. Tell me about the event you went to cover.
First of all, why we decided to cover the union protests, it's mainly because of the Bill 3 that the CAQ's government have actually proposed recently to ask the union to be more transparent. And afterwards, we had Magali Picard, who went out. She also insulted some of the politicians, like Éric Duhem. She also went out saying she was at war against the government, and she was ready to paralyze Quebec with a social strike.
So who is that? The head of the union was saying this?
The president of the union, the FTQ.
Got it. So it was a very political union march, and you went there just to talk to people, and you actually had some success. I saw you were talking to a marcher who seemed to be happy to give you his point of view, right?
Yes, but, union members represent the population. There is some members that are favorable to freedom of the press, and they actually like us, as well as others that they were not happy to see us, and they were screaming us insult. But yes, we had successful interview until those mob just came and surrounded us and started assaulting us physically.
Now, Guillaume, someone came up to you, and the thing is, in a situation like that where you're in close quarters with people on purpose, because you have to get close to them to ask them a question, put the microphone to them, it's impossible to be in that close quarters without someone having the opportunistic chance to grab you. I mean, if the goal was to keep you 100% safe, we'd have to stop you from even going there. So I'm sympathetic to security if someone sort of does a sneak attack. Tell me about the sneak attack on you. How did it happen? Who was it? Did you see them before they attacked you?
No, I didn't see them because There was so many people this day. It was a big march, like thousand of people. Maybe the media said 50,000, but maybe like 10,000 people, and it was very like crowdy. And just the moment before, the Antifa group were very excited, and many agitator was moving around, and one person had an interaction with Alexa about our boss Ezra, who is allegedly racist against the French people.
I don't
That's what
feel
it
racist
says.
against French people. In fact, you guys, every time I see your work, it makes me love Quebec more because you give me hope. I just want to say I'm not anti-Quebec. You've shown me the opposite. There's reasons to hope and there's reasons to love. So whoever that was, they were wrong, Guillaume.
Yeah, and at this exact moment, someone pull on my backpack, like grab the camera pole, whatever. I saw nothing. It went very fast. I was immediately thrown on the ground. When I watch it after, I see like the speed that I heard the floor. It's insane. Like,
Well, I'm glad you didn't hit your head. I'm glad you didn't land on the hard street.
yeah, the backpack kind of protect me, and so like like 5 minutes after, I remove my jacket from my sleeve, yeah, and I saw the blood like falling like everywhere.
Wow. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Now, then did you go straight to the hospital or did you go to the police first? What did you do next?
So mainly when I saw his elbow, I knew right away that he needed stitches because it was open. But so we couldn't actually move because they were coming towards us, the Antifa and all those radicals. So we tried to reach to the police, and then the police helped us. They actually called the ambulance. So Guillaume went inside for a vaccine for the tetanus, and then the police helped us to go to the emergency where Guillaume was actually treated pretty quickly because I was kind of scared. I saw the number. I was like, okay, is 68? Is the 68 hours waiting? So, but no, we had like a really quick service at the hospital. Thanks God.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. And it's sort of scary. I'm glad you got a tetanus shot. I wouldn't have thought of that myself. So how about the police? I'm glad they helped you. In the past, the police have not been helpful towards you. In fact, as many of our viewers know, we're suing the Montreal police, called the SPVM, because they have not lived up to their duty to protect you. In fact, sometimes it feels like they're on the side of Antifa. What did the police do? How did they react? Did they see the attack against you? Did you show them the footage? How did they get involved?
But first of all, when we were first surrounded and physically assaulted and people were screaming at us and it kind of escalated, police were nearby. You can see it with the camera that the yellow vest was just nearby. They saw it. They saw that there was some tension over there, and they never actually came to say, "Are you okay, guys?" or trying to calm the crowd. They literally just then but they took their bicycle and they came towards us and they stayed a little bit, and then Guillaume got assaulted. And then we had to go straight towards them. They were really helpful at that moment. They asked me multiple pictures so they can go and look for the man who assaulted Guillaume. I was quick to give them some picture. And at the hospital, they told us that they caught the guy.
I'm very glad to hear that. Now, I have enough experience with police in Montreal and Toronto to know that they can catch him and then release him. Do you know if the man has been charged yet? Because arresting someone is fine. Do we have any information about that?
It has been released with conditions, so it cannot be around Guillaume. But the thing is, they refuse to give us his name because apparently he is proven unguilty until prove that he is guilty. But so far, we need to wait for the Crown prosecutor to see if they will go ahead with the case and put some charge, and we will see him probably in court.
Right. Well, I certainly hope that proceeds. We should have our lawyers send a letter to the prosecutor insisting that it proceeds. I know that if it was a CBC Radio Canada reporter who was attacked, they would prosecute for sure. And it's essential that the prosecution treat you equally before the law. I'm glad the police made the arrest. It's up to the prosecutors now to prosecute. How many security did you have that day? I think it was 3. Is that correct?
We have 3 security guards.
You know, no other journalists in Canada need security, but Rebel News does. And this is one of my duties as the boss of Rebel News. And I think that maybe you should go out with 4 security next time. That would be like 2 for each of you. And I say again, it's impossible to reduce the risk to 0 because someone could walk up to you in an inoffensive way and at the last moment do something violent. I think that's what happened here. But if we have 2, 3, 4, whatever it takes security, maybe it makes it easier to protect you, to spot them, to catch them. We can't get the risk to 0, but we want to do our best. And I'm very sorry this happened to you. But I appreciate your courage, and I don't know, Guillaume, you have suffered a form of physical violence in the service of our viewers. You've sacrificed personally, not just the pain, but the wound and the waste of your time and the shock of being attacked. And I want to just say thank you on behalf of all of our viewers. Thank you for making a sacrifice. I mean, you weren't, like a soldier serving in an army, but in a way you are the army of truth trying to get the facts, and you paid a physical price for that. To me, that is worthy of our gratitude and our admiration, and I feel those feelings towards you.
Yeah, but we are ready to take some risk by exposing those like violent people, the violent culture in Montreal. We need to show this to the rest of Canada. So, I mean, we need security, of course, and thanks for who is like helping us with that. But of course, we are ready to take some risk, like calculate risk.
And that's the key thing, to be thoughtful about it, to be calculated risk. I know a word that Alexa uses a lot is to be aware of your surroundings, to be alert, because just to, look around and not daydream. I mean, I sometimes daydream and I get on my phone. When you're at an event like that, you got to be looking around. And that's why security are helpful. There are other sets of eyes. Well, let me say that on behalf of Rebel News, we pledge to support you as best we can. And I would turn to the viewers now and say this. Security is our 3rd largest expense here at Rebel News, if you can believe it. We spend more on security than we do even on rent and insurance for the office. It's crazy. But we have to do it because we must protect our people. And our Montreal team of Alexa and Guillaume are doing amazing work. You might remember a couple of months ago that they exposed an Antifa criminal who actually works at the Department of Defense, and the police didn't prosecute him. The police didn't charge him. The prosecutors didn't prosecute him. And I wonder if Antifa has some sort of détente with the police, that they have an agreement. They don't fight each other. I don't understand it, but I know that Antifa hates our team because our team exposes them. So we must defend our people. And we've taken some other steps that I won't mention on TV, but if our viewers can help me, please go to standwithalexa.com. Our security bill is thousands and thousands of dollars, and we are simply not going to let our people be bullied. I'm sorry that this one guy got through and hurt Guillaume's elbow. Thank God it wasn't worse, but we're going to do our best to protect them. And I think they should go out with 4 security guards every time. And we'll make sure we do our best. So please help me help them by going with standwithalexa.com. And of course, the security is for both Alexa and Guillaume. Last word to you, Alexa. Are you still confident that we can tell the stories from the streets of Montreal?
Oh, we will never stop. Whatever the cost it takes, how many security guard I would need to have. I'm not going to let them win because it's exactly what they want. They want us to stop exposing them, but we will never stop. But the thing is, you said it, Ezra. Unfortunately, I don't know if the viewer remember when me and Guillaume and our team got followed by masked thug on October 7th for more than 45 minutes, and they were wearing gloves. The Crown prosecutor decided that they would not proceed to go ahead with their case for criminal harassment. This is another proof that they are protected by not only the justice, but also by the police.
Right.
Because I got attacked multiple times with sometimes chemicals, and never, ever, those individuals were arrested or charged with anything.
Wow. We're going to do what we can using lawyers, using security, using other tactics that I don't want to say publicly. And all I can do is say thank you to the both of you for your bravery. And I feel like you're there on my behalf and on our viewers' behalf. So whatever I would do for myself to protect myself, I want to do for you. If I was there and I was attacked, I would talk to lawyers, I would talk to security for myself. And I want to treat you guys exactly as I would treat myself if it was on the front line, because you're there for me and for us. So I pledge to you my continued support, and I thank you for your courage. And don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't let them win. Keep your spirits high and know that you have millions of fans across the country, and even around the world.